3 more hours and I'm gonna be done with college. Wish me luck. And that was it. 4 years gone, just like that. No big moment, no applause. You just walk out of class one day and that's that. You look around and realize the chapter is over. For me, it's probably been one of the best years of my life so far. I don't really regret that much, but I do wish somebody had told me some things when I started off college. Maybe it would have saved me a bit of trouble, but again, college is mostly about self-exploration. So this isn't really advice from me, but it's just some stuff I wish I had known, and I think some other people might benefit from knowing as well. But then again, I'm 20. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so don't take my word for it. The truth is, college does not come with a rule book. You're just thrown into situations and you have to figure out what you're supposed to do. And it teaches you a lot about people and even more so about yourself. So let me explain, starting with the people around you.
Over the past 4 years, I have met a lot of people. Some of them became close friends, some of them were only there for a season, and a few turned into something more. Not all of those connections were good for me though. Because initially your circle is just whoever you meet. Your classmates, your dorm mates, people you have lunch with, and there's no real filter between who you meet and who becomes a friend. But over time I realized that I should be a lot more conscious about who I let into my life. Their mindset, how they treat people, what they value, it all ends up influencing you in some way or the other. Eventually I realized that I'm not just building friendships, I'm building the atmosphere that I'm living in, and that is very important. Now, I'm not saying that I've figured it out perfectly. I still do occasionally let some very terrible people into my life, and I have paid the price for that dearly, but I'm learning. Now, if you didn't notice, I'm recording this while trying to pack because I'm moving out of GHR, and it is a bit chaotic, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Now, originally I was going to make this section about saying no and how it's important to save your energy and stuff like that. But then I actually thought about what makes college interesting, and that's saying yes. I said yes to everything. Last minute invites, crazy road trips, events that I wasn't even sure that I'd like. I said yes even when I was tired and when I had work the next morning. And that's what kind of made it unforgettable. I still remember one week when I barely had time to breathe. Just come back from a road trip and I still had my final project due, and instead of getting to go and get a good night's sleep, right after the road trip, I just decided to stay up with a couple of my friends the whole night. And yes, I was tired, but it was worth it. We had fun. Saying yes pulled me out of my comfort zone. It introduced me to people that I never would have met if I just didn't go out or just said no a couple of times. It gave me moments I could have never planned. So if you're in that phase where you feel like everything's a bit too much, maybe that's part of it, you know? You won't always get this kind of chaos, these many chances to let go and this much freedom ever again after college. So yeah, say yes while you still can. To the party, to the weird club, society meeting, or to the spontaneous trip. You can always rest later, but those crazy moments are never gonna come back. It's been a couple of days since I last recorded. I moved back in, settled down and everything. But anyway, from my own experience, I get it. Social media does have its own uses. I'm not gonna pretend that it's all bad. You can stay connected with people, find cool new events and cool new things to do and stuff like that. So it has its perks. But these days I feel like it's stopped being about connection and it's become more about performance. It's become all about algorithms and aesthetics. There's people who go to certain places not because they want to, but just because it's Instagrammable and it'll get them a cool picture. The experience isn't valid unless it gets posted. And yeah, I mean, I get it. The likes or the validation you get on social media, it does feel good and it's supposed to. But I'm pretty sure it fades just as quickly and you always keep looking for a new kind of hit, I guess. And the biggest excuse that I've heard is, oh, I'm posting for myself. But if you really are posting for yourself, then why do you have to keep checking who viewed the post or story or who liked it? If you're really posting for yourself, you could just save it in your phone and just look back at it if you just want to store your memories. And the other thing is that social media also kind of breeds comparison. There's always someone your age who's more successful, more happy, more fulfilled than you are. And it kind of makes you feel bad. But mostly what you're seeing is a highlight reel. All you see is brunch and sunsets, but you'll never see somebody having their anxiety attack at 2 a.m, and that's never on their social media. And it's not just about the comparison. There's also the doom scrolling. Go on your screen time and look at how many hours you've wasted on Instagram. If you probably use those hours to learn something new, you'd probably become an expert at it by this point. And the worst part is, like, half the stuff you scroll, you won't even remember. Like, if you think about it, what was the last thing that you saw on Instagram, like as a reel? I feel like nobody would remember that. So what information are you even gaining from it? I get wanting to connect with friends, but if you think about it, you're posting a picture for hundreds of people to see. How many of those people would you actually send that picture to in a DM? And if you think about that, the number is probably less than 10% of those people. So I don't see the point in posting for 100 people. Now, I do say all this, and of course I still have an Instagram. I still keep posting it, and I still have to curate my feed. As a photographer, I have to keep up with my portfolio and stuff like that. But there are times where I kind of take a break from Instagram. I just deactivate all my accounts and just leave Instagram for a while, because it does feel a lot better. And it's definitely helped me. Like, I don't feel fidgety all the time, and I don't feel the need to keep doing something. Like, sometimes whenever I'm off Instagram and social media in general, I can just take a second and not do anything and not feel too fidgety about it. So basically, yeah, stop doom scrolling, stop posting for likes, stop looking for validation on social media, and stop comparing yourself to people on social media, and touch some grass. I don't have it all figured out, but I trust that I will. And I'm probably gonna end the video there, because I am out of things to say. Now that it's all over, I kind of feel bad that I have to become an adult, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.